Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and this is potentially my most exciting unboxing ever. It's my most expensive one, that's for sure. So I went and did something kind of crazy. I literally just the other day filmed my full review of my custom Keynesen stray flipper. Loved that knife. Absolutely nothing about that knife that would really give me cause to let it go, except I happen to have a friend who we've followed each other and chatted for quite a while on Instagram now, who was able to get a knife that I have been wanting for a very long time, and the opportunity presented itself to get one. So in order to make it happen, I had to sell my Keynesen, which is kind of crazy. I didn't want to do that, but I needed to in order to make this work. And so shout out to my buddy Spirited Blades on Instagram. Ryan is an awesome dude. A lot of you are probably already familiar with him. And yeah, he a couple weeks ago got a Monroe Metalworks Sigil from the new run that he's doing. I think these are V4s now. I don't know. He's done a few versions. This is the newest one with these crazy inlaid pivots, and they're bananas nice. I talked about this knife on my most recent podcast that I did with Chris from Renegade EDC. I have mentioned a number of times ever since I reviewed the Microtech Sigil that I really wanted to get one for myself. Like really, really wanted to get one, even just a Microtech one. It never ended up making that happen because the few times I saw one pop up, it was either like an aluminum framed one, which I wanted a titanium one, or they were just way too expensive for what those knives are. This is a whole nother level of expensive, but this is a Munroe Sigil, not a Microtech Sigil. So let's bust into it. Carrying the Something Obscene Company J Cape today, and go ahead and get into this. I didn't sleep well last night. That's how excited I've been for this. Another shout out to Ryan for this knife because he shipped it express and it got here in like 24 hours. So at least the waiting wasn't long at all. But yeah, I've been waiting all day for this to get here. Oh man, I'm excited. All right, so here is the box. I have never had anything from Monroe other than the loaner Microtech that I borrowed and reviewed. But I have been drooling over his work on Instagram for a long time now. And when I saw he started this batch of sigils, I've been trying every time to get one. And they sell out way too quick. This is really cool. There's like a challenge coin type of thing in here. I did not know that was in here. And then looks like there's a Band-Aid and a sticker in this little black baggie. Yeah, so these, if you can get one on a drop right now, which I have not been able to. And I tend to be pretty good at getting things that I want on drops. It's a Band-Aid. Nice touch in a knife box always. And then this is the ownership card, or the certificate of authenticity, if you will. So version 2021. The blade steel on these are CPM S90V. Grind is a flat taper. Frames are 6AL 4V titanium. Also has a same titanium for the backspacer. And then this version of the knife, this run, they all have pivots that are inlaid. Some are brass, some are copper, and this one is silver pivot inlays, which is just really kind of rad. I don't know that I've seen that before. This is like another level for me. So yeah, the included 2021 sigil, serial number is 005, that's epic, is authentic and has been personally inspected and approved by the maker. Then it's got his signature, so freaking dope. All right. I like that it gets kept in this like black Ziploc bag too to keep it safe. It's pretty rad. All right, let's get the knife out because I can't stand it anymore. I need to see this thing. All right. Yeah, if you can get one of these on the drop, I think I might have already said this. The pricing on them is $1,200. On the secondary, they typically go for a lot more than that. I did have to pay more than that to get this, but I am so stoked. All right, so it's in bubble wrap inside of paper. Let's set that all down. Oh, mama. All right, here is the knife. If you look closely at the pivot, you'll see there is a silver inlay. There's a ring of silver in there. And then where the pivot gets really wild is on the lock side. And then you can see again in the center of that shiny triangle in the center, that's silver. Pretty freaking crazy. The pocket clip on this version is bigger and has more clearance from what I've seen than the previous iterations of this knife from Munroe. Oh man. The machining all over this is just gorgeous. It is stunning to look at. All right, let's see how the action is with the flipper tab. That felt good. That felt smooth. It feels ergonomically a lot like I remember on the Microtech version of the Sigil, but I think this one might be slightly smaller than the Microtech one. Maybe I just remember that knife feeling a little bit bigger. It feels really light. Oh yeah, that's massive pocket milled out internally. You've got his maker mark on the inside of the back spacer. And then again on the blade up here. Look at that. And this finishing on the blade, it's like a dark acid wash. Oh man. S90V is a steel I can absolutely get behind. I like S90V a lot. It's an edge retention focused steel. Yeah, this thing is ridiculous. Let's see how it closes. Not super smooth, although it feels like it also is just still kind of brand new. Haha, yes, that middle finger flick is so good. Oh man. It is smooth. Perfectly centered. Oh man, this is good. I imagine I'll be middle finger flicking it 90% of the time because I can. I don't remember if I could thumb flick the Microtech one. Yeah, no, it's not really. The positioning of the hole is more of a middle finger flick type of hole. This size is perfect for me. Oh man, I was worried a little bit too that these frames, because of this milling pattern, were gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it feels really nice in hand. I thought it might feel a little bit sharp at the corners, but it really doesn't. Everything about this is stunning. That back spacer with the little dots all along it. Oh man. Nice little tiny spot of jimping that's not aggressive at all. That's not going to bother me one bit. In fact, I kind of dig that. A little bit of a forward choil that I can choke up into just a little bit. I like that. This is bonkers. And that freaking pivot, dude, with the silver in the center. Oh my goodness. It's just, I don't know. This is a new level. Again, I've been leveling up lately, I guess, and this is, this feels special. Yeah, this is really, really cool. All right, I'm a little bit at a loss for words, so I'll do a first impressions soon. I'm going to be carrying this the whole rest of today, probably tomorrow, and then, yeah, I'll be doing a first impressions real soon here, and then ultimately a full review. But this is my new Monroe Sigil, and it's knife number 5 of his most recent run of them. I assume this still counts as a custom. I guess it depends what you count as a custom and what you don't. This is not a handmade knife. Seems very much like a CNC built knife to me. But at the very least, they're small batch production, but they're ultra high end small batch production. I don't know. It's its own thing, maybe. It's really, really cool. So again, shout out to my buddy Spirited Blades. I'll link his Instagram down below because he's a cool dude, and I appreciate him. The second that I saw he got this, I was that guy who it's not my favorite thing when I get a brand new knife and I get a ton of DMs where people are like, if you let it go, let me know. But the second I saw he got one, I'd already tried a couple times on the little drops they were doing and had failed each time. And I was like, dude, just saying, if you let it go, let me know. And he wasn't planning on it, but then he got a couple of real big heavy hitters at the Nashville show that just happened. So he messaged me and he's like, I think I might do it. And I was like, all right, let me move some things around and make it happen, because I had to have it. This is really, really cool. Look at that ramp too. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the first impressions. I am going to go make love to this thing. Maybe. Not actually, but figuratively speaking. I'm going to enjoy it. Thanks, guys.